Good morning, Keller Williams. It's another wonderful day here in Edmond, Oklahoma. So today, for today's command tip, I wanted to do a refresher on how to pull some hyperlocal data into one of your designs. So I'm here in the design section of command. So that's the little like tablet and pencil looking thing. And for today, I'm going to do a social graphic, but you can pull these graphics into any other section or any other design you want, not video, but that kind of already does this for you. So, um, just pick social or print or whatever you're going to do. Of course, let it load. And you may, if you pick print, I think you get a pop-up asking if you want to connect to a listing. Go ahead and do that, but I'm actually going to show you how to do that right here as well. So you don't have to do it when you first pull the design up. You can just kind of exit out of that and then pick whatever you want to actually create. Let's do, well, I am going to show you how to do one of these neighborhood stats, but we'll also pull some MLS photos or something in there too. So let's do, oh, sure. There's a nice big picture. Has a market snap built in. If you don't know what a market snap is, you'll see when I pull it in, but it's basically just a quick summary of what's going on in a particular neighborhood, or I believe you can do zip codes on these as well. So it just has a couple quick points like average price points, days on market, that sort of stuff. So once you're in whatever marketing piece you're designing, on the left-hand side, we have several options over here, and you can do different things underneath each of these tabs. But for today, I'm going to focus on the KWLS tab. So it stands for Keller Williams Listing System. To see up here, we have two options, listing and snapshot. So listing's pretty self-explanatory, right? I always fail to pick a listing. So let's see, random numbers, what do we pull? Let's just use, that looks like a cool looking house. Sure. We're going to use 987 Terracina Street. Now, you can search MLS number, listing, address, KWLS ID. You guys probably won't know that one. Listing agent, co-listing agent. So whatever makes sense to you, whatever you know or remember off the top of your head, but use that to find the correct listing. Be sure you're looking at the city and state, right? Because it's pulling it from the entire country. So you might have quite a few options. This one's in California. So here's my photos and my listings details. So I can just really drag and drop these in. Maybe I didn't grab it right. There we go. Now it's working. So photos are really easy to switch out. And of course, you have this little add image if you just want to toss another image into there and then kind of, resize it and whatever that looks like. I'm grabbing the one behind it. So you can resize them at this point. Now, listing details. You can use these kind of the same way. And here's my big tip. So you can click the plus and just add whatever you wanted, and it'll add a text box. You can move it around. But let's say this section right here, I want to use one of my listing details here. If you click on it first, you see this other icon popped up for it. Well, it's not popping up to tell you, but it's replace text. So if I click on that, it's just going to replace whatever text I have over here. So if you're building a flyer or something, this is really good for like the property description. Now that's really big, so I'm not going to click it, but I could put my whole property description in and I don't have to type it, right? Probably have to make the text box bigger, maybe take some stuff out, make it fit. But you can do that with any bit of information it's pulling from MLS. And of course, you might have multiple text boxes. So I love it. And even if you don't want to just replace it, you do want to type, at least you have all the info right here without going to MLS. So that's one part of this. Let's talk about snapshots. This is the other part. So this right here, this is one of the snapshots that's available on this widget. So I can search any neighborhood I want. Let's see if Valencia wants to work. Well, it'll work, but sometimes there's a lot of Valencias. That's my big point there. And I don't need to find our correct one. You, of course, are going to find the one for Edmond. But once you open it up, you have 3 different market snap widgets you can use. One that's kind of a landscape, this one that's already in our design, and then one that's just a cutout of the neighborhood. So if you want to talk about something else or just highlight the neighborhood, this is useful for that. Now, you can use replace image, but obviously if I did this one, it wouldn't be right because this is really long. But if I use the long one, I can just replace it, and it's going to have all the Valencia, or whatever neighborhood you chose. It'll have all of that data. If I wanted to use any of the other ones, for this one, I'd have to reorganize it, right? So I could just add it and then start to resize everything accordingly, right? So I love these. One, it's not a downside, but I hope they update this in the future. You can't edit these numbers. It's pulling them directly from MLS, and it's kind of mashing them with some next door data. So you can't edit these. which is one reason they gave us this cutout, so you could maybe, just add text boxes and talk about whatever highlights you want if you don't like the numbers you're seeing. But other than that, it's just a matter of formatting it and playing around and figuring out what you like. But that's all I have for you guys today. I would love for you guys to dig into this. If you have any questions, you need any help, I would love to help you. I'm if you've talked to me, I'm a huge fan of designs. I absolutely love all the templates in here. So, but that's all I have for you guys. Have a great day. Take it easy. Stay happy and healthy.